Hey guys, I recently watched Tokyo Godfathers, which is a Christmas Japanese film released back in 2003. I'm not gonna lie, man, this movie felt like watching Die Hard. Like, yeah, the movie takes place on Christmas, but there are no elves, no Christmas cookies, and there's no Santa with a fat gut and his red poofy cheeks. Like, this isn't Elf, but regardless, this film took place in Tokyo the day and the days following Christmas, and is about three homeless people who try to return a lost baby to its parents. This film takes crazy turns and feels like a set of roots converging into a whole different story that I'll explain more in the end, but tackles themes of class, morality, and parenting that I think are all important themes nowadays in society. And I want to remind my viewers that I am not an expert in these fields, and this is just my way of thinking and is a way to open up discussion, so please keep that in mind as we continue. But Tokyo Godfathers is about a group of homeless people that are trying to return a baby to its parents. All three of these characters are homeless for different reasons, but collectively distinguish a mistake they made that led to their homelessness. Throughout the film, there are several examples of these characters suffering through classism. An example is unnecessary violence, for instance. Like, one of the guys literally just beaten up by a couple kids for no apparent reason. This definitely also crosses with the section on morality. All the characters, like I mentioned, stated that they made an awful mistake in their lives. One of them was gambling all of his wife's money away and just ran away from his family. One stabbed her father, and one assaulted a man while they were drunk. And these are all actions that these characters committed and agreed that weren't good. But my question to you guys is, do these actions define them as people? I think most people would say, of course not. We support forgiveness, whether it's personal or legal based, I guess, and people should have the ability to change. But unfortunately, this is just not the case in most situations. And I want to propose something to you guys. Say someone is tried for murder, is found guilty, and imprisoned for a few years, and later was released. Would you, knowing this information, define this man as a malicious person? I think most people would say yes. I mean, that makes sense, right? I don't think that's unreasonable to think. But now, let me ask you this. One of the characters I mentioned attempted to murder their father. Does this make her a bad person? The adjective bad it's such a vague term that I try not to use, especially when defining people, because it's just too vague and it's not specific enough. But we use it every day, like that movie is a bad movie, or that girl was... Alright, anyways, let's get back on track. What does bad mean? Is it something you disagree with? Where is the line drawn? Is it something that's like conventionally bad just by morality? Like, these are questions that I feel are both philosophical and morality. Both are based on those two archetypes. And I think it really takes a lot of contemplating and self-reassessment to figure out. And now, do I think these characters are bad? I mean, one did attempt to murder someone. One left his family to suffer, and one assaulted another man. The answer to that question for me is no, these are just bad decisions made by bad people. And this isn't like anything new. Like, we all make bad decisions, but does that really define us as people? And I think there's an argument there to say no, it doesn't really. This is a troubling way to view people. You are associating a belief of someone, a total stranger, based on one thing you know of that person, all of their hopes, all of their dreams, their careers, their family, all the things they did that you may seem good are overshadowed by one action, one singular action that affected the rest of their lives. That is the main message that these three characters gave me while watching this film. They are poor for different reasons, but that doesn't define their humanity. People are complex, and simplifying someone's worth for a lack of agreement is nonsense in my opinion. And I'm not saying you have to like someone necessarily, or you don't have to hate someone. You have the right to think whatever you want. That's just the freedom that you get. But for me, I think it's silly to call someone evil based on an interaction I had with them just because they like waffles and I like pancakes, you know what I mean? I guess what I'm trying to say is, don't judge people for one thing. They are people with complex brains and they have varying opinions, so it's really hard to just define one person as something when you're just really disagreeing with them. It doesn't really make any sense to me. Okay, enough of that. How do I think of the movie? I think for a movie that came out in 2003, it was pretty good. The animation was really smooth, which I wasn't expecting, if I'm gonna be honest. Like, the flow felt really nice, especially in scenes where they're like running and just chasing people. It was pretty nice. Also, the character models were very unique. Like, it felt rough and unsettling with how some of the people looked, especially their faces. And it felt more real, which I really liked. I thought the plot was a bit overdone, kind of what I alluded to earlier, but a lot actually happens in this movie, and it gets confusing when the main plot is paused for something else. Like, when the guy, like, shot up the one guy's daughter's, bride. Like, it was really weird. Like, it wasn't really, like, structured the best. I'm not gonna lie. It happened several times, which is fine, I guess, but made the movie harder to follow, in my opinion. But yeah, overall, I enjoyed it. I got something out of it more than I probably should have. But yeah, it was overall a cool movie. Definitely not the sugar plums and candy cane type movie I want to watch on Christmas, but regardless, it's still good. And now I'm going back to watch Elf and enjoy the rest of my Christmas. Hey guys, quick thing I want to say before this video ends. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry that this is the first upload in a while. I've been kind of busy. I'm hoping to release a 2023 recap video very soon, but I just want to say I hope everyone has a wonderful Christmas, or if you're not celebrating Christmas, a beautiful holiday season and a happy new year. I know for people, life can be conflicting, and spending a few minutes just to watch my video makes me really happy. So I just want to wish that that very same sentiment to all of you guys. I love you guys. I really do. You all keep me motivated and allow me to express myself in a way I struggle sometimes to express. Thank you guys for sticking with me in 2023. I hope to continue growing in 2024. And that's pretty much it for me. Have a great rest of your day, guys, and stay safe out there.